Welcome into AZ Audibles. I'm Haley Stasiak alongside Eric Sorensen and Jordan Ham. This week we've got a heavy topic to discuss. Hamilton High School football is involved with some hazing allegations, and this is more than just the high school football players that are involved. This kind of trickles down to a lot of different people.
Well, first off, thoughts and prayers to all the parents, kids, coaches involved in this ugly situation. Yeah, this, like you said, Haley, is a real black cloud, not just for Steve Bellis and that football program, but the entire high school and really the whole Chandler School District when you get down to it. If I were a high school football coach anywhere in the state of Arizona, I would be calling an all-team meeting. That means varsity, JV, freshmen, including the parents, try to get as transparent on this as possible and don't be the example, learn from the example. And unfortunately, that's Hamilton High School.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for every program to not only be transparent, but also make sure those lines of communication are there. I think that so much when things like this happen, it's because the player feels like they don't have any options to go and talk and things like that, and they might be a rat or a snitch or whatever it may be, when clearly that's not the case. But you need to make sure that the communication is there between the coaches, between the parents, and just within the entire program and the entire community.
If you're one of these coaches, what exactly are you telling your guys surrounding all of this?
I think you just have to make smart decisions. It's hard. These are teenagers, and this is a really serious situation. This wasn't just a group of kids going to a convenience store and stealing candy bars. We're talking about sexual assault. Sexual assault is something that can stay on your record really for the rest of your life. And the more communication you have between not just the coaches and the kids, but also the parents and the coaches and the kids, that's a way to maybe try to get around an ugly situation like what happened last week.
If I'm a high school coach talking to my players, I'm going to be talking to them about accountability. If you see something that isn't right, say something, whether that's in your locker room, in your program, or on campus, or even outside of campus. You know, these players are always called to, build up and be men and role models of their community. So you really need to do that. And then also just to be respectful of the process, respectful of everyone that's involved. To the victims, that might not be the right term for that, but those who were receiving the hazing and those who were hazing, these are kids, and it's probably the worst day of everyone's life that's involved right now. So this isn't going to be a process that goes away in the next couple of days. It's going to be a long process. So I just hope that those who are observing are being respectful of it.
And circling back on what you said, part of the problem, I think, is that peer pressure. You want these kids to be leaders in the program, but kids want to be cool kids. Yeah, they want to make their coach happy, but they also want to be accepted by their teammates. And sometimes there is a lot of pressure to just be a part of the crowd instead of being the one that is the whistleblower. And maybe this could have been prevented if there were more quote-unquote leaders. But again, it's just such an influenceable age, and we're asking a lot of these kids, and it's a tough situation.
You talk a lot about the respect there, and I think that is a very crucial point because these kids are learning the peer pressure in a developmental age. They're learning the respect at this level. Carrying that into the college level, you have to set the foundation there. We still see hazing in the college level, and it's not just in sports, it's in Greek life. It's outside of any campus involvement. It's everywhere. So I really think that developing that respect now will carry into the future. That's what we've got for you on this week's AZ Audibles. Be sure to check out Eric's zone read and more of our high school football content on sports360az.com. We'll see you next week.